in my mind, I was picturing more of like a lake.
Like Phantom of the Opera.
Exactly. Yeah.
Glad.
So,
Okay, so do you remember the movie Phantom of the Opera? And they go down, they follow all these steps down through the opera house. And then when they get down underneath the opera house, there's like an underground lake. And they get on a boat and go across this lake to the Phantom's lair. So, yeah, sounds like we've got an underground lake. Okay, so we're on a sandy beach next to an underground lake. When we look up, what do we see? Do we see like the underside of a castle with rafters and beams, or do we see like earth and a rock, like this is a natural cavern? What do we see?
you see earth and rock. It's a natural cavern.
Okay. And as we look out across the underground lake, do we see anything?
Well, far off, you can. It's pretty much pitch black out there, except that you can see a faint glow out in the distance that you can't quite make out.
A faint glow off in the distance.
And you hear the beat of distant drums and far-off wails of terror that mix with the quiet lapping of the waves.
No, wails as in screaming. That kind of wails of terror. He thought you
I
meant
did
like,
not mean
he thought you meant like orca, but with like
Oh,
lasers
okay.
on his head or
Oh,
something.
oh dear.
Wails of terror. Okay, so, and then way off in the distance we see a mysterious glow, and we hear a whale song of terror, and I am coming for you.
Not those kind of whales.
Oh, okay.
You don't speak whale. And on the shore, off to your left, is a monolith.
Is that square?
Yes. And the waves are lapping against the highly detailed faces of the monolith.
So, Topher wanders over here and has a closer look at this monolith.
So the monolith is carved with spirals and they're just carved with stuff, and they're mesmerizing spirals.
So like a huge slab of stone with stairs going around the outside of it and drawings all over it.
Mm-hmm. And the longer you stare at the drawings, you start to become not yourself. As you're standing there on the beach, you see a big boat, a dragon-prowed longship floats into your view out of the darkness. So it's the front of the ship has a carved dragon on it. I meant to tell you that before.
Is it coming toward us?
It's coming towards the shore, yeah. But it stops about 50 feet away from the shore.
Is that the mysterious glow?
No.
So the entire thing is awash in darkness, and we can kind of just barely
Yeah,
make
it comes
it out.
out of the darkness.
We would just say that out here there's a big boat kind of pointed our direction and staring at us. Do we see any activity on the boat or hear anything or anything?
No, you don't hear anything. You can kind of make out that there's a glow around like the,
Water line.
yeah, around the water line, you know, I mean, like the whole side of the ship. It's kind of, there's little points of glow. And it glows a sickly green.
Hmm.
And
Well-
there's chaos symbols. The chaos symbols are what's glowing green. And runes, writings.
So we can't get out to it without a little dinghy boat.
Or you
So,
could swim.
so it seems to me that we would be curious about going up this monolith thing. Like maybe climbing up to the top of it would probably be a decent move. Perhaps we could see more about this ship. Alright, so Hiccups and Hank will stay down here and they're watching the boat and looking around. Meanwhile, these four guys dun, 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 bah, dun, 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 bah, start doing a medieval conga line along the steps and start working their way up to the top of the monolithic structure.
Okay, so at the top,
Oh, they reached the top, okay. So they're on the top up here on a platform.
and you find, so it's a pedestal on top of a pedestal, and inside the bowl is partially filled with hardened wax with a wick sticking out of it.
So, sounds like a candle to me. And what kind of wick we talking about? We talking little string wick? We talking big rope wick?
Rope.
So this could be a light so that ships can navigate to the shore here like a lighthouse. Lighting this thing might cause people to show up. Or lighting this thing, I just don't know. What do you think? Do you think we should light it?
Maybe we should light it to find
Find out what happens?
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna light that thing.
Okay, we need to take a break.
Okay.
Okay, so you light the candle on top, and the ship slowly comes ashore.
So the ship came to shore, but we still hear nothing or see anything else. But the sides of the ships are covered with various symbols
And runes.
and runes, and none of us have a skill for reading runes or symbols, right? Okay. And they have kind of a glow to them. So I'm wondering if this is some kind of, I don't know, magic boat, and we are meant to get on it, and it will take us to the other side of this lake. But if we get on this thing, and it is some sort of grisly death trap, then we shall all perish.
We should just get on the boat.
Okay, so, Hank, being the bold dwarf who fears nothing. In fact, when
Sorry.
you don't walk down the street wearing a tattered robe like he's wearing it if you fear anybody, you know.
Yeah.
So in fact, we'll retcon this here, that when they all went up, maybe one of them said something about, no way, I'm not staying down here to find out what gets off that boat. And Hank said something badinage like, bring them on, I'm ready to fight. I mean, he's a dwarven blacksmith, you know. He's a tough dude. He's holding a flail in one hand and his trusty hammer in the other. Plus, he's got 50 feet of rope that's coiled around him. He's ready for a fight. So he says, fine, let's get this over with. And he walks out, splash, 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 holding up his dress the whole time. And begins ascending the rope ladder. And now I'll give you a moment if there's something you need to interject at this point.
No.
Okay. So, which one of your guys feels he's the bravest and is going to go right behind Hank?
How about Johnny?
Okay. Splash, splash, splash. Okay, so we're going to say that those are the first two on deck. Anything happen?
Nope.
We will say that everybody else followed suit until they are all on deck.
Okay, on the boat, there's oars and paddles and...
It ain't a magic boat. We got to paddle ourselves over there. That sucks.
A magic boat.
What the hell kind of magic boat is this? Okay, so 3 guys on each side. We man the oars, and we begin paddling this boat out toward. Okay, so the mysterious glow and the sound of drums, and you already said I don't speak Wales, so and the wails of terror. Are they all, would we say, let's go that way toward them, or is it just kind of coming from everywhere and we should go blindly?
No, it's coming from a certain direction.
All right, well, then that's the way we head. We head toward the wails of terror and the beat of drums and the mysterious glow, because what could possibly go wrong?
Okay, so you row, and you get about, 10, 15 feet out.
Boat.
And you row, and you row. You get about 15 more feet out. And you kind of hear this thudding.
Got it.
Fuck.
Give me a roll,
Just 10.
both of you.
Oh. Wait.
18.
2.
So Topher
Right.
says, Topher is looking out because he's the strongest one of the, kind of the braver one,
That
the impromptu leader. And he looks out and he sees this large tentacle coming up out of the water.
It's a rock.
This is all making sense to me, dude.
It's
Look
the
at
tentacles.
this. Look at this. That's what the pedestal was that we were on top of.
The
It's got all the
ancient
spirals on it, like she said. And there's somebody up on top of it, and here's this thing with huge tentacles coming up.
Oh, so rough. That
Uh-huh.
Wesley, give me a roll.
That was the whole description, though? The tentacles?
There is a tentacle.
A tentacle.
A tentacle that comes out.
8, 9.
9. So the tentacle is coming up out of the water next to Hiccups. Which one's the black D8?
Okay.
And which one is Topher? The yellow.
This is Topher.
So yeah, that's good. So the Topher says, "Hey, Hiccups, you need to watch out. There's a tentacle." And just as the tentacle comes to take a swipe at Hiccups there, he kind of lashes him and kind of slaps him on the arm. He didn't quite get him. As you're looking around the boat, because that one tentacle had to come from somewhere, you see more tentacles coming up out of the water.
Oh,
There's
right.
like 6 of them now.
Oh, yeah.
This is a chaos being.
Okay. Well, that won't matter until it comes around to Topher. So Jack will attack. It's a Jack attack with the longbow.
Jack.
19 for 4 points of damage to a tentacle.
Okay.
Well,
You do some damage to that tentacle.
Okay.
You maybe even, the arrow is still stuck in it.
Wow.
So then Topher
Oh, nice.
gets to take
Yes. So Topher is going to whip out his censer and quick draw an incense into it. And remember how the priest at the Catholic Church would swing it back and forth
Oh, yeah.
like this? It's on a long chain and it's got the smoke coming out of it. So yeah, Topher lights the cone of incense off of the torch, and he's swinging the censer like this.
As the smoke settles down onto the lake, the tentacles slowly go beneath the water. And this battle is over.
Whoa, that
was
easy.
fast.
Yeah, she totally gave it to us, though. All right, well, I did it. We did it. I did it. Damn it.
Yeah.
well, Tom.
Since nobody else got a turn. Yeah, Topher did it. And now I'm going to erase and change it to 2 cones of incense that I have. We started at 2:15, so we're 15 minutes
So
short.
actually, I'll just finish it up. I'll cliffhanger it. So as you keep rowing, an island draws near. You notice a towering ziggurat with a burning light coming from the cracks in the stone blocks. On the ramp that circles the opening to the ziggurat are hordes of beastmen.
Hordes of beastmen.
So this is which?
No,
So
I
you're
don't think so.
floating and you see these hordes of beastmen.
MC. Wow, so we are headed to the island of Beastman. That's a good cliffhanger.